Hi, thank you for joining me for this presentation where we're going to look at informal and personalized learning. The presentation will consider the literature related to informal learning and professional learning environments, and then review iReady, a learning platform recently adopted by a local school district to support the personalization of learners in regards to reading and mathematics. Saki, Wynn, and Gravel, 2015, define informal learning as an approach to learning that is not typically classroom-based, relatively unstructured, and places control of learning in the hands of the learner. Milligan, Littlejohn, and Majarian, 2014, further note that informal learning is often embedded in other non-instructional activities such as work. With the growth of the internet and online learning, the focus within informal learning has also turned to the creation of personalized learning networks and personalized learning environments. Saki et al. Identified personalized learning networks as an aspect of socialization, allowing workers and learners to connect with others through social media to expand their own understanding of issues relevant to themselves and their work. Dabag and Kitsandis, 2011, similarly see personalized learning environments as premised on social media platforms in which learners use Web 2.0 tools to aggregate and share resources, participate in knowledge generation, and manage their meaning making. Zhu, Wang, and Wang further assert that personalized learning environments customize to students and adapt to their learning level. These descriptions of personalized learning networks and personalized learning environments fit with the description of informal learning established by Milligan et al., which includes 4 key learning behaviors that knowledge workers use in informal learning: the consumption of knowledge and resources created by others, the creation of new knowledge by authoring new resources, connection with people and resources, and contribution of new knowledge within a learning network. Informal learning in general and personalized learning environments specifically are seen to be guided by self-regulated learning from Zimmerman's 2000 work. This model sees self-regulation as a skill where students know how to set goals, what is needed to achieve those goals, and how to actually attain the goals. It follows 3 phases: forethought and planning, performance, and finally reflection on the performance, leading to more forethought and more planning. So with this background in mind, let's consider iReady. iReady is an interactive online learning program that's supposed to help students build essential skills in reading and mathematics. It was adopted this year by the Castaic Union School District, which is where this little princess, my daughter Abby, is currently in kindergarten. So let's take a look at it. Moving into the website for iReady, we see right away that there's this claim that it is an interactive, personalized learning environment. Through diagnostic tests, students are assessed in the domains of reading and math 3 times a year. These domains are supposed to be established, or those established by the Common Core State Standards. And based upon these scores, students are placed into a personalized program of lessons generated by the system, which students proceed through at their own pace. All right. Okay. The adaptive nature of this program also is supposed to support teachers in differentiating their instruction. Students are placed in small groups based upon their diagnostic scores, and the teacher can print mini lessons. Here are samples. These mini lessons um, are supposed to be specifically designed for the group of students they're working with to address their areas of growth that were identified within the diagnostic. Parents similarly get to see a printout of the scores. Here it is. Parents get a printout of the scores and see where their child is placing on the diagnostic tests, and then can log in to identify areas of growth where they can support their students. So all of this is premised on a student viewing lessons and working through them. These lessons are personalized, as the student is supposed to be able to um, personalize the environment themselves, the background, the dashboard, things like that. Lesson has characters who model instruction and facilitate learning. There is a quiz at the end of each lesson, and students complete the quiz, which should then identify how they're succeeding within the particular domain. As long as they complete the quiz successfully, they're rewarded with coins, which they can use to play games within the system. If a student fails to make progress on a lesson or repeatedly fails the quiz at the end, the system freezes their program and notifies the teacher, who can then intervene to support the student. So, going back to the slideshow here, the question for us is, after looking at it, how well does this match the personalized learning environment model that we've been reading about? Well, there's clear evidence that the system creates engagement and facilitates a learning environment that students would enjoy. There's also evidence that the system would support teachers in differentiating instruction and intervening with struggling students. The system also adapts to student learning and provides other surface level aspects of personalization, such as the ability to change the background, modify the toolbar, things like that. On the other hand, there's no creation of new knowledge, there's no collaboration, there's no real evidence of self-regulation. The teacher also has extensive control over the environment. However, it should be noted that's not necessarily a bad thing for personalized learning. Tomberg, LeParent, Lay, and Nomak investigated personalized learning environments and teacher control in a 2013 study. They found that perceived teacher control and engagement actually increased student perceived ease of use of the digital tools within a learning environment. So in that way, teacher control could actually help facilitate a personalized learning environment, especially early on in the system. So what's the future of personalized learning environments and informal learning? As a K-12 teacher, from my vantage point, it's unclear. I see some real promise for personalized learning environments, but I also see it existing on a continuum. At the elementary level, my daughter's age, I see platforms like iReady able to support limited amounts of personalization in a structured manner that can support their learning. I think it's possible for older students to create more personalization and ultimately use self-regulation to control their learning. But I don't really see that they can be done through a system like iReady, which is so structured. I think to be able to do that, students need to learn self-regulation. They need support and tools for developing their own personalized learning networks and personalized learning environments. And I think more importantly, more immediately, teachers need support and training and tools to be able to create similar environments for themselves and then model that behavior for their students and ultimately be able to uh, support students in the creation of their own personalized learning. It's an exciting point to be at as we're watching the growth of this informal learning, and I look forward to hearing your comments on this presentation. Thank you very much.